So one of my first interactions with this movie was this article from last July from IndieWire saying that Tim Miller says Terminator Dark Fate will scare the out of misogynist internet trolls, etc., etc. Say, when you're marketing a movie to me like that, that makes me not want to see your movie. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy. And I did run a poll about this a few days ago about the Terminator movie. Does anyone actually care about Terminator Dark Fate at this point? And 62% of my viewers, now full disclosure, my viewers are probably 70% male between 30 and 60. That's, and probably on Twitter there's more females because females tend to use more social media, etc., etc. 62% of you said no, nobody actually cares about it. 22% said, funny enough, they still make those. So I love that. Only 16% said yes. Now, for a movie that's so anti-misogynistic internet trolls, why is it only getting a 66% so far? Why isn't this up there with Ghostbusters 2016 and everybody loves it? Is that what this is? That's what it feels like to me, right? That's what it really, really feels like. And now I call her the Whaminator. But, you know, I was called Batwoman, Batmam is what I used to call her until I started calling her Batwoman. But the Whaminator here, this new one played by Mackenzie Davis, I'm sorry. I thought that you guys are supposed to be pandering to this sort of crowd. You're not pandering anymore? Is that what you're saying? Did they cut that stuff out of the movie? Because people were telling me that Tim Miller was kind of trolling and being sarcastic with that. I'm like, you know what? If the article says something, I'm gonna take it as what it says in the body of the article, not necessarily just the headline. And I did read through that, and it seemed like he was genuinely legit believing his little fart-sniffing circle of bullshit. Terminator Dark Fate seems uninterested in questions of technology, dystopia, gender, race, even the logic puzzles of time travel. Well, that's the Terminator. The logic puzzles of time travel are rarely like the big focus of these. It's more about the action. I mean, they match up pretty decently, but I mean, this isn't Back to the Future or Red Dwarf or Star Trek back when Star Trek used to be good and do that stuff well. It's the Terminator. I can kind of take some of these with a grain of salt. But I guess that's still not enough for some of these critics. The technology of Terminator Dark Fate is exceptionally more advanced, but the pacing is so unvaried, even the miracles make you say whatever. That's kind of my experience with Tim Miller movies. They're a lot of meh for me. And I know he directed Deadpool. This is where I'll probably lose a lot of you. They're not, I don't know, just something about the humor on those are off for me. And the whole CGI stuff. Here's the biggest thing about this. When you look at the Terminator, if you go through the trailer, CGI, dark CGI, dark CGI, dark CGI. What the crap is going on here? And this is pretty much every movie I see. Just a giant pile of brown rubble. Star Trek Discovery looks exactly like this too. You know, just nothing. It's a giant bit of nothing on the screen that so what? I'm supposed to go and buy this, go to the movies, spend $30 on popcorn and drink and ticket for just me, and watch this in 3D and then have it even darker than this with the 3D glasses because they're a little brown. They've got a little tint to them. You're really not selling me on this thing. Not only that, we already had the strong female character of Sarah Connor. Just to what? For what? What are you trying to prove here? Are you trying to half pander to the people who are like, oh, we got to make this representative. You got a Mexican girl and Trump and border, all these things or whatever they're saying. So if that were the case, why wouldn't this get a higher score than a 60% or 66%? I think this movie is just doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that just to pander to as many people as they can, just to get a little cash grab in and out until they're on to the next thing. This is just a quick exploitation to keep the franchise alive in people's minds. I don't think this is a movie that we need to see. I really don't. And this isn't like a blockbuster. This isn't telling me anything new. We already have the Terminator, right? Oh, so now you're just going to go and retcon all that and say, oh, no. I have a good conclusion, right? I have a good conclusion with the second movie. And anything on top of that is just like a bonus. It's like the free added bonus content that you're giving me. Because, you know, I don't go to the theater to see Terminator movies. Not since part 2. And that was the last time I really, really wanted and got excited for a Terminator movie. Sorry, Terminator, Dark Fate. You make these movies every couple of years, every few years, and I'm supposed to be impressed that they're still a thing. Really, and then we're playing this whole, oh, it's gonna go against the oh, take that, you man babies, blah, 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 blah. Take that, you man babies, take that, you're all a bunch of man babies. Oh, and I made another one, more warning signs. What was this one about? What article was this? Oh, that was the all you need to know. I'm sure that one was good. I don't even remember this one. Oh, I don't think people are ready for what Arnold's become either. It's very different. Yeah. It's a very different sort of character. We've heard that before. We've heard that with Luke Skywalker. We've heard that with Picard. We've heard that with all these characters that they want to go and ruin. I'm going to skip this one. What do you guys think? Especially, and I know we don't really take the Rotten Tomatoes scores at face value here. We kind of take them with a grain of salt. But I do like to kind of go in and see what the critics are saying here and there in the reviews. And when your reviews are, you know, they're kind of meh. They seem to be kind of meh at best here. The good news with Dark Fate is that Sarah Connor returns, now gray and growly. Extremely better, but just kick-ass fantastic. Okay, so that's cool, but they're still giving it a 3 out of 5. Jill Fisher, with nostalgia comes respect, and Dark Fate undoubtedly shows the franchise will never be as good as it was all those years ago. Why is it a franchise even? Everything doesn't need to be a franchise. Seriously. Feels like a do-over of an old favorite with modern ornaments. This is fan service done right, mostly. So again, the reviews are not saying this is like the next mind-blowing, earth-shattering thing. If you kind of go by the critics that we don't always, that, you know, just ignore the number here and read what they're saying. From what they're saying, I don't even think I'm going to care enough. And I'm probably going to come out of it the same way, going, because that's how I was with the last few that I saw. What was it? 3 and Salvation are kind of, They're all right. I'm not going to like go and pay $30 to see them, though. That's the big difference here. We have the option to just say, I'm going to hang on to my money. It's not earth-shattering. I'm not going to like miss a cultural phenomenon on this one if I don't know what happens. And that's what they always want to do with these movies. They want to turn them into a cultural phenomenon that you can't miss. And that's what they're trying to do with Rise of Skywalker. And I think we're going to say, you know what? Screw that. We don't care that much about that one either. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am Mecha Random 42, and I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!